Hello, today we are talking about getting new snakes here at Kentucky Reptile Zoo. I've seen a lot of unboxing videos pop up where it looks like people are opening new animals into their collection, their main collection, and that is really taking a huge risk to bring an animal that is unknown to you, or even if it is sort of known to you. Reptiles especially can harbor disease and not show anything for a while. So we always quarantine our new animals here, and they stay in quarantine for at least 6 months, and we do test for several diseases during that time. So this is actually setting up a new quarantine, and these are some new Rhino Vipers. They're just little babies that came in from a different zoo. And even though they came from another zoo and we are pretty sure that they're healthy and in great shape and they're captive-born animals, we still quarantine them. And that's just because it's too much of a risk to put them with our already existing animals. We just want to make as sure as we can that they are healthy and in good shape before we let them be around anyone else. So here's a little close-up of that guy. And the next species we had in this group was Wagners Vipers. And here you can see kind of a close-up of removing the zip tie from the bag with venomous snakes. I'm actually not a huge fan of zip ties because I feel like I always cut the bag and then I have to throw it away. But these zip ties were actually not overly tight, so they weren't too hard to get off. I just prefer the good old-fashioned knot myself, which I think I'm in the minority these days on that. And then always use a tool, if it's a venomous snake, to actually remove the bag. So you don't want to ever use your hand in the part of the bag where the snake is. Sometimes it's okay to touch the above the knot or above the zip tie, but it's never okay or a good idea to touch the part of the bag that has the snake in it. And I think we have a few close-ups of these. These are really beautiful little snakes. They are actually considered endangered, so this is, again, all captive-born babies. And they're just really pretty. These guys are threatened by habitat loss because of a large hydroelectric power project in their range in eastern Turkey, and also just because of the pet trade, since they're very attractive snakes. And this doesn't show the unbagging, but this is a Longnosed Viper. These guys are also just drop-dead gorgeous snakes with this beautiful kind of reddish color. I think we show a couple of them here. Yeah. Each one seems like it's almost prettier than the last. These guys are native to the Balkans, specifically in Europe. And their name actually means sand burrower, even though they generally prefer rocky habitats, not sandy ones. But that's what the name is. We also prefer to set quarantine snakes up fairly simply, so that they're easy to keep an eye on and make sure they're feeding. This last section is a little bit different setup of packaging. You can see these guys were sent in these little containers inside the bag, which is still completely appropriate. But you'll notice that Brock here is taking off the tape while holding that down. And then we'll use the hook to open the lid. And these are actually a cross between a Mojave rattlesnake and a prairie rattlesnake. These guys are wild collected, and they're actually study specimens that we're going to be holding on to for people. We're not usually a big fan of hybrids, but these are some naturally occurring ones. We'd like to thank you for watching the video today. If you enjoy our videos, you remember to like and subscribe, and we hope everyone has a wonderful day.